Okay, everyone, hello again. I am now at the machine, and as promised, I will begin with the skinnies that I plan to have in my little log cabin quilt. It's not a quilt. It is simply a block. There we go. Something for a leader, isn't it? As I'm sewing this, I am trying very much to stay within 1/4 of an inch, because if I stitch just too wide, especially if I stitch too wide on both sides in the same area, it will not lay flat, because there simply won't be enough room for the skinny to fit in the little channel that it makes. So it's important that I go slow, take my time. My left hand is holding the skinny, my right is holding the regular fabric that the skinny will be on. And ta-da! I wonder if there's enough here. I think there might be, yes. So rather than start another, I'm just going to place my next piece of fabric here and continue with that skinny. Okay, so now let's work on this first one. Let's get the other side on. I'm going to finger press the skinny, or the bias strip, so that it kind of lays flat. Okay, and then figure out how this one goes, and it should be like this. So I'm just sort of, I'm going to take advantage of that section right here that's folded that I was complaining about earlier. Couldn't get it to press out. Well, maybe that's a good thing. I've started on the other side. Usually if you if you put the skinny on top, that makes it a little easier to control, because of course that's the bias side, the bias piece, and it will move rather than trying to move this top piece that was just cut on a straight grain. Although it does have some bias to it. All right, this one. Don't want to fall for that. We work on this piece. If I were to finish this one, then this piece that I'm going to work on now, I'd have to take it out and have to get another starter, leader, whatever. Instead of that, I'm just going to do it now, work on half of it, and then work on the other half later. It's much easier, this falls when the bias tape is on the top. Each seam is a little off here. Okay, and here we have it. Cute little skinny. A little bit of a curve. When I press, I will press the skinny to the middle, under itself. Shoot, if I can get it to work here. This way. Because when once it goes into the quilt and you're quilting, if you quilt on either side of the skinny, kind of quilting the ditch, it makes it pop up. So it kind of looks a little bit like piping. All right, next one. See, I always all right, so it's upside down here. This becomes confusing. I always have to take some extra time and double check that I have it right. Otherwise I will sew it on there backwards, and it'll be a struggle. Okay, where's that beginning? Okay, give me a moment here.
Why don't you filming yourself sewing?
So,
Go you. Go you. What's the matter? I'm messing you up?
no,
I'm sorry. I guess I'll go to Walmart and go get your mess. Yeah, there's the 28.
it can wait. It can wait.
Then what?
Oh, wow.
Wait for what?
I can't do this and talk.
Alright.
All right.
Well, I'll be back in a little while then.
That's what I'm saying. You don't need to.
I'm
going to have to cut all this out. So if I'm going to do that anyway, you don't need to go to Walmart. I don't need it today.
Yeah, but we can't go tomorrow. Closed, and Monday and Tuesday, we don't know what's going to be going on. I don't know. Can we go get it or not?
Why we can't go tomorrow?
Huh?
Why can't we go tomorrow?
We have long mass tomorrow.
It's not like it's going to be all
Is the
day.
pharmacy open on Sunday?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's noon to 6 or something like that.
Okay then.
Thank you.
I'm not gonna go then.
Okay. going to take these to the ironing board and ironing station and press them real fast. See you in a moment. Okay, so there we have it. 3 skinnies ready for a log cabin. All right, I'm going to leave this long one because I think I may need some long ones. This one, I can see. All right. Obviously was not even. So what I can do is, and that's what I will do, I will use this one for the first run, the first log. And when I go to press, I will cut another piece of this fabric wide enough to add to this leftover. Okay, so here's a little hint. When I sew, I always break my thread. So here's a little hint. When I sew a seam, I always put the previous seam or seams on the top. That way I can control which way the seams roll, which way they fall. I don't know if this little guy is really helping. All right, I'm going to go and press and straighten this up because I need to make some straight edges. All right, so to show you what I did, first I pressed all of my seams. Look at this, that's still staying there. And then I straightened up this edge right here, and one of these other edges, this one, I do use my ruler. I believe I have a ruler. There's a reason for it. So I use them. So the first round is complete. I am going to press this and cut that corner off so that I will have a straight run. I'll be right back. Okay, so I am back. This is what I have. I actually decided I would add a skinny, but I wanted it to go through these two other logs for this log cabin, and so that it would give the block something kind of unusual. And so I'm going to add one more piece. It's this one. I don't think the block will be square. That's too bad, because I'm going to just add the one piece. I think this is more than big enough. In fact, it may be too big. Regardless, here we go. One last run. All right. Thank you for visiting. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope that you learned something from today's video. Please, if you have any questions or any comments, leave them on the video in the comments, and I will answer you there. And then I will also answer it on my blog, which is at marymarcotte.com/blog. Thank you for coming, everyone. I do appreciate it.